Hey everybody, it's Rascal time. I'm by myself again today, unless you count the cats, which I do, but you guys might not. Yeah, I'm gonna do a makeup look. My partner sent me a gift. Hold on, let me show you. They're collar pins. So I'm actually basing like my entire look around them today, because I'm really excited about them. Yeah, and I thought I'd just have a little chat with you guys about mental health, because I've been kind of going through it lately, and I know we all have, but this is my channel. So you have to hear about my stuff. Wahaha. I like to tell you guys what I'm going to talk about and kind of the look I'm going for before I start like actually applying makeup, just to kind of like give you like a sneaky before and after sort of idea. Which, I don't know, I think it's fun. Do you guys think it's fun? Hopefully. Anyways, yeah, about mental health. Like I said, I've just been going through it lately. It kind of inspired me to talk to you guys about the journey that I've been on regarding my mental health. It's been kind of a wild ride, honestly. I have struggled to get any sort of diagnosis, and struggled even harder to get someone to listen to me about the symptoms that I was experiencing. I do have pretty bad anxiety. I get very nauseous when I'm feeling anxious, and I get super bad migraines. I get dizziness. Yeah, like my anxiety is a lot more physical than it even is mental. And I let the symptoms like keep going for a really long time before I actually went to see anybody about them. 'Cause like, as I said, I'm overweight, and that seems to be like the first thing doctors focus on. So I wanted to make sure that there was actually a problem before I tried to go to the doctor about it. I mean, I definitely let it carry on for too long before I saw anybody about it, because I really just wasn't doing well. And yeah, I was in a bad place, so I finally caved and went to the doctor. Honestly, as I predicted, the first doctor I tried to talk to about those symptoms just dismissed me because I need to lose weight. And if I lose weight, then all of my problems will go away, according to medical science, apparently. She then proceeded to prescribe me with a heartburn medication, because she was figured with how big I was, that I probably had some acid reflux. So she ordered some blood work, and I went and got the blood work, and when the results came in, I decided that I was going to go get them from a different doctor. So I went and got my blood work results, and everything looked really good. Everything was clear. Apparently I have really high iron levels, which is pretty cool. I don't know. You can call me Iron Man. It's fine. Yeah, so then when I went to the next doctor, he was a lot nicer. He had heard complaints of similar issues with the same doctor that I had been going to, where she likes to just tell you that you're fat and move on to the next person. So he kind of walked me through everything, told me that I was doing okay physically, and that maybe she was right and I just needed to lose weight. So, things kind of didn't get any better, didn't get any sort of results or help from that. Something happened that kind of made me go back to the doctor, and I went to the clinic, and at the clinic there was another different doctor, and this different doctor was the first person that concluded that the issues that I was having might be mental illness related. And yeah, that finally got some attention. He handed me this chart thing to fill out about anxiety, and I got almost a perfect score, which is rare apparently, because he was like, oh yeah, you could definitely very much have anxiety. So then he started me on a anxiety medication called Escitalopram. I want to say. I know that's wrong because they say it different every time I call to have it refilled, but I never remember how they say it, so I've given up at this point. But it starts with an E and ends with a pram. Yeah, so then once I finally managed to get someone to listen to me about mental health, I started seeing my mom's new family doctor. Right now, I mostly only see him to refill pills because he doesn't do a great job of listening about the other stuff either. It's, again, super weight focused every time something new comes up. And, like, the thing about it is that I know that being bigger can cause some weight stuff, or some health stuff. But the fact is that I've been bigger all my life, and I've never had these issues before, you know? They were new, and the extent to which they were happening was really scaring me, and no one was listening. And that can leave you very scared and feeling like you're alone, and that's a horrible way to feel, and it's a really horrible way for a doctor to make you feel. And yeah, at least right now I am medicated, and that's made a huge improvement. Yeah, so between depression and anxiety, stuff right now is just really hard for me. And like it gets heavier at weird times, and it feels like I have a lot to carry. And like every time there's like extra stress, everything gets a lot harder. I start to like misread situations or like misinterpret things or overthink things, and I stress myself out worse. And yeah, it all piles up really fast and really hard. Yeah, it can really do a lot to like damage what you have going on when you're kind of fragilely balanced. Like I have been having a hard time sleeping. I've been having a hard time remembering to eat. Stuff like that. Where like you wouldn't ever expect it to affect you as physically as it does. And to the extent that it does. But it can really take it out of you. And it can get really scary. And like my most important piece of advice on this is that you know your own body. You know what's weird and what's like not supposed to happen to you. And like if you're feeling something new and something scary, you need to go get attention for it. Because if you leave it undiagnosed and undealt with, like you could go through your entire life not knowing the real problem, what's really actually going on with you. And that's scary to think about. And even scarier to have it actually happen. I think it can be really hard to stick up for yourself when somebody is professionally trained at something and telling you that what you think is your normal is wrong. But I think it's really important to consider the fact that you're the person that has to live inside your body. Like, you're the person who has to deal with it when you're not feeling well. So you need to be able to express when something feels like too much or feels like it's not being attended to. And that is such easy advice to give and such hard advice to take. You can't let people walk all over you or pretend that your issues don't exist just because you don't fit into what they consider appropriate. I try really hard to take care of myself and my environment. But sometimes when your mental health is very bad, it gets really hard to take care of yourself, and it gets hard to take care of your environment. And it can feel like you don't have any energy to get up and do the dishes or get up and make yourself a nice dinner. But like, you have to be able to get through it. And sometimes that requires the assistance of medicine. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, taking a medication to help you feel better is something everyone does. Just because yours works on your brain doesn't mean that it's not the same thing. You're just taking medicine to make you feel better. It's like an antibiotic or wearing glasses. Also, I don't know if you had noticed, but I did change out all my piercings. Another thing that I've always found kind of helps with my mental health is to kind of change things up where you can, to try and like break cycles in like your habits or in your appearance, if that's something that you like to do. It's not for everyone, but it's one of my go-to coping things, is to kind of change up how I look a little bit and go about things a little differently. I think my earrings are super cute, and I finally got the next size and spacer so I can wear like regular earrings inside them, which I think looks super cute, and you'll see that here in a minute when I'm accessorized. And another really important thing you can do is just make sure that you're practicing self-care. For me, a lot of that is makeup and making myself feel good about being in my skin. I like to wear cute clothes or eat good food and just really take time to focus on myself, even if that means that I have to distance myself a little bit from some people, which happens sometimes for me, where I just kind of need a break, because I also try really hard to create a space where my friends feel like they can come to me and let me know what's going on with them. And if you're trying to deal with your own issues and trying to help your friends deal with all their issues, and everybody's coming to you for stuff, sometimes it can get really overwhelming. So I like to take breaks every now and then. And that's why this video is so late. I was trying to do one weekly, and then this week was just really hard for me. So yeah, this mascara is the last step. Then it's time for outfit and accessories. So I'm excited. And then here's the fit. Bee's knees, this little Winnie the Pooh dress, and this yellow sweater over it because I breast a little too boobily for the dress. And then I have my beautiful collar pins in, and these little bee earrings. I think it came together pretty well. Let me know what you think.